All right, good Friday afternoon, everyone. After yesterday's very intense and rough storms, we have another round of rain and storms coming our way later today and into the overnight through early tomorrow morning. So last night there was extensive damage across the area, still dealing with that damage today. Of course, power outages, down trees, down power lines. My power is still out in the River Ridge community. So it looks like it's going to be another evening where we have to deal with some more heavy rain and storms. Most of the models indicating that it's coming in overnight through early Saturday. So let's get into all of those details. Tonight, as we head into later this evening, that's when the storms really look to fire up. So really through much of the afternoon, it's going to be pretty quiet. Early tomorrow until about the lunch hour, we'll have rain and storms across the area. The good news is for any weekend plans, by Saturday afternoon around the lunch hour, things really start to quiet down. I think we'll start to see the showers tapering off. We'll be drier by tomorrow afternoon, and then Sunday looking like a really nice day. A lot of sunshine, dry weather, very warm. And after this second round of kind of severe storms tonight, we don't have to worry about any rain over the next week, but it is going to be turning much warmer. So let's walk you through what we have for the rest of your Friday into early Saturday. So getting into the next several hours, we'll kind of see what's to come with our radar. Right now, nothing really too much to speak about. There are some showers just north of Biloxi. There have been some lighter sprinkles, some lighter showers in the New Orleans metro, some lighter showers out west along I-49. It's just south of Alexandria, but we are mostly dry across southeastern Louisiana and South Mississippi. It's cloudy, it's dreary, it's kind of overcast, and that's how we'll stay through the afternoon, which might actually be kind of a good thing that kind of helps to kind of stabilize the atmosphere more, where we don't get those as intense storms, but we could still deal with some pretty strong to severe storms later today through early tomorrow. It really all depends on this complex of rain and storms that's developing off to our west, just off the Texas coast in between Corpus Christi and Houston. This is what is going to be moving in our direction over the next several hours. And like yesterday's storms, this complex is moving by pretty quick. So yesterday's storms did come in a couple hours earlier than the forecast models initially had. And it's possible the timing with these storms can be still adjusted a bit. So we'll be walking through Precision Cast in just a few moments to see kind of what is happening getting into the next several hours. Right now, temperatures are at 86 degrees. Our dew points way up at 79 degrees. So our feels like temperatures could be near the triple digits because it's so humid outside. So it's very muggy, kind of very uncomfortable, cloudy at gray. Clouds will continue into the afternoon. Temperatures staying in the mid 80s. It's not until tonight we'll start to see that batch of rain and storms unfold across our area. Also, it's a little bit breezy. Our winds coming in from the south, pulling in a lot of that moisture, fuel for storms. And yeah, we're going to see those southerly winds the rest of today around 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting near 20 miles per hour in Gulfport. So right along the coastline, a little bit more breezy. So it's going to be a little breezy and cloudy through the rest of the afternoon. And we could have a few passing showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder getting into the later afternoon and early evening. That's going to be that first kind of hit or miss. Don't really have to worry about anything just yet. But we'll walk you through when the bulk of the rain and storms is going to arrive. So here's our Precision Cast. There are maybe those stray showers the rest of the afternoon. This is 5 o'clock tonight. Nothing really to worry about, nothing to write home about just yet. Fast forwarding to after midnight. This is 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning. So the early overnight hours, we'll start to see some showers and thunderstorms move into our area. Again, the timing can still change up a bit. It really depends on how that complex evolves through Texas. And as it moves into our area, the timing can still be adjusted, but just kind of expect overnight, really late tonight and overnight through early tomorrow, we'll have more rain and storms coming our way. These are particularly difficult to forecast. So this is 4 o'clock on Saturday morning. We have some showers and storms draped across the area. 6 o'clock Saturday morning, we can be dealing with some heavy rain, some maybe gusty winds, some stronger storms, certainly some steadier downpours. Looks like into early Saturday morning. 6 a.m. till about 8 a.m. still dealing with several hours of rain across the area. So looking for maybe some flooding concerns possible, because also We received about 2 to 4 inches of rain across the area yesterday. So you tack on this rain on top of what we saw last night, you could easily get some flooding concerns as we get into the overnight through early tomorrow. So that's something we'll be watching closely, with the steady rain expected to come on top of the rain we already got last night. Flooding might be a little bit more easily accomplished, unfortunately. So something to keep in mind. You might have to move your cars to the neutral ground and think about that before you head to bed tonight, with this heavy rain coming in through early tomorrow. Getting into the rest of tomorrow morning, this is around 9 a.m. Still looking at a few showers, really mostly confined to the coast as we get to later in the morning. So once we get closer to about lunchtime, 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, you notice things are pretty much quiet across the area. Now, we'll still probably have some showers and storms right along the immediate coast into tomorrow, into the early afternoon. Could also just be happening offshore, but coastal areas may have to deal with a little bit more rain into tomorrow afternoon. But after we get through the middle of tomorrow, the rest of Saturday is going to be dry, and actually we stay dry through Sunday. Some nicer, pleasant weather settling in by tomorrow night, and really kind of nice weather coming in for Sunday through the rest of the work week coming up. So this is really the only additional hiccup we have to worry, plus all the cleanup from last night's crazy storms. So our rainfall totals, not insanely impressive. That's good news, but still, those storms can sometimes dump quite a bit of rain in a short amount of time. So expecting maybe an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain with this batch of storms coming in overnight. Again, tack that on to what we already saw. You could see some isolated street flooding across the area. Maybe some, of course, rises on our rivers, as we've seen on the North Shore, and we'll be tracking that as well. But really, the street flooding is something to keep in mind for early tomorrow, with this additional rainfall coming in that could be with us for several hours, that heavy rain. So we're still being highlighted for a slight risk for excessive rain for much of the area, actually a moderate risk for excessive rain for parts of the North Shore and South Mississippi. So we could see some of that flooding, something to keep in mind for late tonight through early tomorrow. So get that kind of preparations underway now before you head to bed later tonight, of course. We do have that flood watch that's still in effect for the North Shore, South Mississippi, and for the New Orleans Metro on the South Shore, again, because of the additional 1 to 3 inches of rain possible with locally higher amounts. It's not out of the question, so we'll be watching that closely for flooding. In addition to the heavy rain and the flooding potential, we're still being also highlighted for a risk for severe weather. Much like we were last night, we are once again under a level 2 out of 5 risk, that slight risk across our area for today through early tomorrow, because we have to track that kind of complex of storms, see how it evolves. It looks like, again, we could see those very strong wind gusts getting into late tonight and early tomorrow morning. So strong winds, certainly the most important thing to kind of look out for and keep in mind. So strong wind gusts, maybe up to 50, 60 miles per hour. We could see maybe some hail coming out of those storms. And there is a low risk for an isolated weak tornado. The risk for tornadoes is quite low. That's kind of a silver lining, I would say, but really the strong winds, much like we saw last night, will be the biggest thing to look out for, in addition to that heavier rain. Once we get over this, we are going to be in for a nice stretch, a nice quiet stretch of weather. So early tomorrow morning for your weekend forecast, that's when we'll have the heavy rain and stronger storms around. By tomorrow afternoon, you might actually see a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures in the lower 80s, certainly going to be very humid tomorrow and humid on Sunday. Sunday looking good, plenty of sun, temperatures back in the upper 80s, getting near 90 degrees. So your 7-day forecast just has the hiccup coming later today through early Saturday, and then check out the rest of your 7-day forecast. Temperatures near 90 degrees every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a lot of sunshine. Upper level high pressure will build in nearby. That will squash any rain chances. We'll be dry for several days. We deserve dry weather after everything that we already went through, and we'll see again tomorrow. So we'll have several days of dry weather, hot and humid weather though, with lots of sunshine. So make sure you do stay tuned to the latest forecast. We'll bring you all the updates on what you need to know with overnight storms coming our way, plus a look back at yesterday's storm damage that, of course, is going to take a while to clean up from. So thanks for tuning in. I'm meteorologist Alexa Trischler.